I am pretty sure the live is gonna break today because it always does for some reason. So I'm gonna go get my laptop so I could stay. Um, I could watch the live in another device. Okay, we're back. Yo, I'm confident. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to the stream. How is it going? How's your Eid? I hope it's been good, inshallah. Let me know what you guys did. Actually, wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I just realized you said salam. The auto translation made it say, like, you said hello. Okay. We got our old clock here. It's been a long time since I used that clock. Long time since I used the habit trackers too. I don't know if it's gonna be useful using habit trackers due to my limitations of being consistent with everything going on, exams and all. So, as per normal, or per usual, let us begin with the world changer, inshallah, and then we're gonna move on to the mountain zoo. Yeah, today was Eid for us, and it was really fun and exhausting for me because I was visiting like the full day. Oh my god, I used to hate that as a kid. I remember mentioning that yesterday, how I hate going to people's houses. But I'm glad that you said that you had fun. That's good. Alhamdulillah. All right. Seems like you're the only viewer so far. I mean, what's it called? It's 9:27 a.m. right now. So I don't know. I feel like that is pretty late though, compared to the normal time that I usually stream. Usually I'd be like doing this at 7 a.m. But I was like, should I hike or should I read today or live stream? I asked my sister. She said, okay, you could go hike because normally I don't ask that, right? So that desire was there, and I was about to go. Then Yuki saw me. He's like, where you think you're going? I was like, oh my god, he wants to go too. So I just let him go outside for a little bit, and then, yo, I can't find the bookmark though. Okay, there it is. Okay. So then after that, oh, by the way, chocolate coins. Look at my ID. Yo, Tofu, welcome back to the stream. Nice profile picture. Did you take that? Pretty sure you did. You take all your profile pictures. That is so nice. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, and then Yuki was looking at me. He wanted to go out. So I took him out. I ended up not hiking because I was cleaning the front yard because it was so messy because the birds. I have 3 bird feeders. One of them is empty because it's for hummingbirds. So I need to get nectar. But yeah, it was pretty nice to finally see it clean after so long. But by the time I was done, it got really hot. I was like, I'm not gonna go hiking. So I came back home. Yuki's home as well. So yeah. I need to move back to you too, Tofu. I think my Eid is over though. Everyone's celebrating the day after. It's so crazy because you guys have later time zones. But for us, we celebrated yesterday. But sometimes people, they celebrate Eid for like several days. I don't know if it's supposed to be like that for Eid al-Fitr. I think it's supposed to be for Eid al-Adha, that it lasts 3 days. But I'm not sure. Okay, normally I don't eat on stream, so just don't mind my chocolate coin. It's really good though. Any other questions, anybody? Before we begin, inshallah. I think Eid al-Fitr is supposed to be celebrated 7 days? Yo, 7 days. I never heard that before. But yeah, basically for us, what we did for Eid was absolutely nothing until the really last part of the day, like around 9 or 10 p.m. We went to a steakhouse and then we ate a couple steaks. It was actually so good. I don't know why this time it was so good. I think my taste buds started to adjust to medium rare. Then again, I only ate like the medium, not rare. I've yet to reach that level of open-mindedness. I'll never believe that's myoglobin or myoglobin. It looks like blood. If it looks like blood, it is blood. Eid Mubarak, Abdul Hadi Karar. Welcome back to the stream. It's always very hard to pronounce your whole name because I haven't heard that. And if I read it in Arabic, it would be easier. But yeah. Wa alaikum assalam wa barakatuh. How's your Eid going? Hope you're having fun, inshallah. So, let's see. This is the mountain view. So we stopped at page 47? Wow. Seems like we stopped at page 57. But I forgot to jot that down. Just fine. We're just gonna have to... Today's the 21st, okay. Let's get to page 67, guys. We went from 47 to 57. And normally I read 10 pages, so... Coincidence. Can't you open the curtain so that you could get much daylight? That's a good question, a good observation. However, I'm not the only one in this room. Somebody else is sleeping. So, yeah. It's bad enough that I have to turn on this light, so I don't want to disturb them. So, yeah. Eid Mubarak, Eric Scott. How's your day going? And welcome to the stream. Welcome back. It's good for human body. That's true. I got enough sunlight though. Don't worry, guys. I don't stay in the dark room all day. Right before this, I was outside, so yeah. And right now it's really hot, so if I open the windows, you know, this room has a greenhouse effect. Like, yeah. Anyways, let's begin, inshallah. That's very conscious of me. Aw, thank you. I'm confident. Oh, the kitty is sleeping. Yo, speaking of kitty, I need to bring one here. Be right back, guys. Then we'll officially start. I've been yapping for 9 minutes. Look who's at the doorstep. He was at the doorstep. Can you guys believe it? He's unsupportive. There we go. Now let's begin. He's got a bit of a sniffle. I'm not confident. Yeah, I could tell. or username. Be confident, bro. Exactly. Alright. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. So, finding the Zamzam well had not earned Abdul Muttalib leadership status. Oh my god, guys. All that work. And he hates my reading. Okay. Although he had some success in business, he had not become chief elder because of his wealth. Rather, the outsider has risen to the top ranks of Meccan society primarily due to his linguistic abilities. Ooh. So he found the Zamzam well. He had good lineage. His father, Abu Hatim, and his grandfather, what's his name? It's over the Q. Qusay. And then, like, they were both really good people in the society. But because Abdul Muttalib, had to leave the city when he was a kid and wasn't raised here, they didn't like him like that. And he found Zamzam well. He all that. Yeah, success in business. He was the perfect person. They still didn't want him until the main reason being his linguistic abilities. So he was actually really, really skilled in a lot of areas. So when clashing tribes were at one another's throats, his diplomatic skills, particularly the ability to speak to each clan using their own dialect and persuasive idioms, averted conflict. Subhanallah, this is the grandfather of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It's no wonder that when Hajar al-Aswad, they were fighting over who put it on the Kaaba corner, the Prophet ﷺ was the one to end it, that conflict before it turned into a civil war, because it could have happened. The Arabs were, like that. They could go to war for these types of reasons, just so they could say, like, who's the better tribe. So, his diplomatic skills. when the Abyssinian general Abraha besieged Mecca with plans to level the city and enslave its inhabitants, Abdul Muttalib managed to secure a meeting with him and convinced Abraha to turn back. Preventing war and carnage with words alone marked Abdul Muttalib as a unique talent and propelled him to the honored position of Mecca's chief elder. Abdul Muttalib recounted many of his own diplomatic interventions while sitting with his grandson on Abu Qubais, overlooking the center of Mecca. As the sun set, he impressed upon the boy the importance of effective communication. Well, a lot of people should do that to their youngsters. Yeah, they said this Zamzam well was hidden and he had a dream and found it, which got him the respect among his people. He was not rich but highly respected. They went over how he found that Zamzam well in this book. He heard stories and then he looked all around Mecca for the Zamzam well. Like he really, like, subhanAllah, he graphed the whole place and checked each thing, each place. Be you, Nudar? Oh, that's your name. I forgot, but thanks for reminding me. If you fell down yesterday, stand up today. I saw a documentary on his life before Islam in Arabia. Really? You should send it. Send the link, and I'll have to come back to this live stream after, and then pause it at the timestamp, and then get the link later. Islam is old, right? Yeah, very old. It's actually, like, you know how in the Quran there's a verse that says, like, today the religion has been established for you. I forgot which surah it was in. But Islam was only, like, official when that ayah was sent. However, obviously, before that, it's not like Islam was never there. Before that, we used to follow Christianity, and then before that, we used to follow Judaism, because we do believe that the Bible and the Torah were once like as pristine as the Quran is today. But over time, people corrupted it, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala had to send another revelation. But even before the Torah and the Gospel and all the scriptures sent by God to the different prophets before Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Islam was always there. You know, like Adam alayhi salam, he was born, like he was God made, right? He was not even born; he was God made, and you know he had Islam. Obviously, he's a prophet, right? So Islam was really simple back then. It's like there's no God but God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And no one disagreed, right? Because there was nothing else to worship until, you know, Shaitan brought up the idea of idolism, idolatry, I mean. And yeah, past is past, future is nothing, present is everything. Future is nothing before it happens, but it is something to think about and to, yeah, I get what that quote means though. Like, present is everything, it determines the future. So it's good not to be scared of the future. And it was hidden because it was a treasure, I believe. People of that time did not want their enemies to find it, I think. That's true, you know? There was a lot of treasure underneath the statues, which covered the Zamzam well. It was like these two big statues right in front of the Kaaba. That's where he found it. Hi, you. Hello, Elana. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi. You know, somebody... Wait, you know, that's Lana. Your name is Alana. My bad. Somebody was looking for Lana Bassam. Like the other viewer. It was like night or something. Anyways. So, language was the basis of leadership. Because Arabs lacked leadership. Because Arab lacked standing armies, power came from persuasion. To be a leader, one had to be eloquent, adept in nuance, and able to speak to people of different backgrounds in a way they could appreciate. Abdul Muttalib taught his grandson that the sign of true eloquence is when you can make the blind see, help the person who cannot smell experience fragrance, enable the person who cannot taste experience flavors, when you can awaken the senses and stir the emotions. The Arabic word for eloquence, fusha, describes a process of revealing internal dimensions not visible from the exterior. An eloquent Arabic speaker could evoke vivid scenes that moved listeners to experience ideas with their senses. Abdul Muttalib knew that Muhammad would have to develop outstanding Arabic to make a lasting impact, so he set about equipping the 8-year-old with such mastery. Abdul Muttalib began by explaining the fundamental building blocks of Arabic and the social context in which the language had been formed. He pointed to 3 key stages. Arabic as a Semitic language emerged among nomads who developed words related to movement, adaptability, and freedom. Then, when nomads began to form agricultural settlements, Arabic incorporated a new set of words related to planting, natural cycles, and growth. Finally, when small towns grew into urban centers, the people required new words relating to structure, cooperation, and established standards. Each stage enriched the language. Abdul Muttalib noted that Muhammad had already lived among the nomads and then experienced the agricultural climate at Yathrib. Now, it was time for him to master the most developed linguistic context, elite urban communication that drew on the earlier 2 stages while taking expression to a new level of sophistication. Nomads and farmers did not need to persuade others on a large scale. Their communication was primarily with family members. But to be a leader in a city required the ability to influence thousands of diverse people. The Semitic language had begun with alphabetic forms, created during the transition from the nomadic life to agricultural settlements. For the first time, individuals who were not related by blood lived together. They needed a way to create a new united identity beyond lineage. Recording words gave them a common reference point. Each letter began as an image representing common physical objects in the daily life of these newly settled communities: an ox for plowing, a house unlike the nomad's tent, and a pitchforks for harvesting. These complemented pre-existing concepts represented by other letters. Body parts: hand, palm, head, eye, mouth, tooth, molar, back, chest. Tools: fish hooks, ink holder, pitchfork, bow, needle. And animals: camel's fish. The Semites' innovation was to use these physical images to represent abstract concepts. The edif, based on an ox, came to Kano mastery. The bait, based on a house, evoked belonging. The meme, based on water, represented life, flow, and fertility. Arabic words. Hey, you want to meow here, but you don't want to stay on the screen? Can y'all hear him? He's yapping when he could be sleeping on the bed. Nikki, how come you're so unsupportive these days? You haven't come into one stream lately. Watch him jump again. No! Oops, sorry, I'm being too loud. Orange cat yapping. It's not orange. How was the barish? What is barish? Assalamu alaikum. How did your day start? I hope it's good. Thank you. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi Sahil. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, my day just started. It's like 9 a.m. And so far it's a bit of a hassle because of Yuki. But other than that, it's good. Alhamdulillah. If you're Pakistani, then today's Eid for you. I see. It's kind of confusing when it's different days of Eid for people living in different places, but is it haram to say OMG? No, I wouldn't think so. I mean, you could say, I feel like that comes from people saying, don't say OMG, say oh my Allah. I've heard that before. It's like, there's nothing wrong with saying oh my God. You're still referring to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But people might think it's haram because it's imitating kuffar, right? But it's not. It's literally the language. Otherwise, English would be kufr. It's not. It's literally God made. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made every language, for real. Oh, the statues of those who committed the sin were turned to stone. It was meant as an ibrat, but people started worshipping them after time passed. Oh, the people turned to stone? No way. I know what you're talking about. Was it like a guy named Waraka? It's been a while. I've been here. I see. Yeah. It's been a while since you've been here. Okay, barish means rain. I see. Yeah, it hasn't rained here for a long time. Yuki doesn't want to stay on the stream unless he's like the main guy on the stream. What is that on him? Oh my god, Yuki. Dropped my whole book. But what was that? It's like a black thing. Is that fleas? Definitely fleas because it's gone now. What the hell? Did y'all see that? Where's that flea? He likes this aggressive touching. Yuki, please have a seat on the bed. Go. He just wants cuddles. He hates when I'm reading. How come my cats hate when I'm reading, bro? I know, right? Yuki dropped the book. cat? Yeah, I'm the cool dude. Welcome to the stream. Let me get the book real quick. Okay. Nikki, please. Please. He won't budge. Guys, I try to move him, he won't budge. He has flea meds. So I don't know why there's always fleas on him. Like, it doesn't bite anybody. It's just there. Like, what? It did jump on him because he went outside. So maybe now it's dying. So we're on, like, page 47, right? Oh, no, 57? Yeah, this page. This guy, bro. He dropped everything. And he's proud of it. Oh, sorry. I thought I showed something. No. Yo. He wants cuddles, yeah, but he's looking at his work and he's happy that he dropped everything. Did that show me, by the way? I don't know. Another thing dropped. I know, the whole thing, everything. Oh my gosh, this is so frustrating. I hate cats, bro. I'll have to check for a second. Okay, sounds like we're okay. Oh, I miss those chocolate coins. Yeah, bro, that's their Eid currency now, since we're too broke. I didn't get $1 for Eid, bro. Okay. Abdul Muttalib knew that Muhammad would have to develop outstanding Arabic to make a lasting impact, so he set about equipping the 8-year-old with such mastery. Abdul Muttalib began by explaining the fundamental building blocks. I already read that page. But I can't look at the other page, bro. You can see it. Okay. That's good, guys. A large scale, the communication was primarily with the family members. Okay, Semitic language, based on, okay. Arabic words were constructed by combining 3 letters into core roots. The 3 letters together fused to separate concepts into something new and evocative. ALH, Allah, the word for the divine, combined the concepts of mastery, guidance, and praise. Wow, subhanAllah. Arabic used its 28 letters to form thousands of roots, even with different nuanced meanings based on grammatical structure. Each with different nuanced meanings based on grammatical structure. As Arabic had developed numerous grammatical forms, each with a unique meaning, the language contained myriad possibilities for expressing ideas. The Arabic term for these 3 letters 3-letter combinations was juthur, root. Indeed, language was understood to be like a tree, with roots that nurtured a trunk supporting many branches, each with its own sub-branches and buds that blossomed to eventually becoming fruit. While the root words were concrete physical objects, their fruits developed into highly abstract concepts. The link between the physical and the metaphoric gave the language its power. Honestly, Arabic is like the best language, even though every language has the same concepts like this. Arabic still, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose it for a reason, right? It's like there's like a meaning for everything. Subhanallah. Once you learn it, like that's why the translation of the Quran cannot be matched to the original scripture, because meanings get lost. Nothing pinpoints the meaning of certain things like Arabic does. What's the book? Hello, Dill 6827. This book is called Muhammad the World Changer. I would show you the front page, but it's a little bit hard. Here, this is what it looks like. Arabic language is beautiful indeed, but it existed way before Islam. It did. Islam, what's it called? It's like the last monotheistic religion. Like the Prophet ﷺ even said in his last sermon that there will be no religion after this one, Islam. So it's basically the last religion ever. But that doesn't mean Islam started when it did. It was always there. The concepts and everything that Islam tied together, they were always there. Islam just did that part. So, like how Adam alayhi, when he was born, or like made, like the concept of Islam was there, just didn't have a name, right? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala still commanded that everybody were to worship him. But Yuki doesn't want to give the book space. He wants to sit on it. This table ain't big enough for the both of us. You're gonna have to sit on the bed. But he wants to be so close, it's impossible. What are we supposed to do? He already dropped everything on the table, bro. And he's blocking the light too. Like, he's so uncomfortable. I don't know. Eat Yuki to the bed. I tried. He wants to sleep on the table. I think Protestantism is the last monotheistic religion. I think you are Protestantistic. You're Protestant Christian, right? That's my assumption. Nice cat. I mean, thank you, Rolex Animations. Just trying to read. The first verse revealed in this holy book is to read. So, yeah. You gonna drop your lamp? You know what? I don't even doubt that. But it's okay. The Arabic terms, metaphorically gave the language its power. Since the Arabs lacked written books, most elders did not see any necessity to be literate. Muhammad noticed that they instead possessed a massive mental store of information. Subhanallah, man. That is insane, bro. Like, people, they think if you're not literate, you're dumb. It's the opposite, bro. If you're not literate, you keeping everything in your brain. You only write notes so that it can stay in your brain, right? SubhanAllah, like, imagine everything that was mentioned to him. He didn't even need to write it down. He remembered it. SubhanAllah. So he had that mental store of any information that he would have needed to utilize being literate for. So members of the Elders Council, like Egyptian cats. Not nice. Yuki's royal. Unity. Yeah, Starboy the Knight. Let's unite against evil, inshallah. Hold on. We're on page 60 right now. That's the last word. Members of the Elders Council were familiar with at least 60,000 oh my goodness, subhanAllah. 60,000 Arabic roots and thousands of grammatical forms. That's insane, because Arabic was based on Semitic roots. Elders were also able to decipher other languages like Ethiopic, Syriac, and Aramaic into the region, allowing them to navigate markets in other cities like Damascus. Subhanallah, man. Being a polyglot is such a high IQ move. Like, I'm only bilingual because I had no other choice. And I'm also, like, I speak English way more than any other language. So I'm becoming like monolingual. Hi, do you remember me? Yes, Lana. Oh my gosh, Eid Mubarak to you. I was literally talking about you earlier this stream because somebody named Alana was here. I was like, oh my gosh, Lana, assalamu alaikum. Wait, you're not Lana, but yeah, nice to see you. Welcome back. Do you pray every day? Of course, of course. I try. I mean, I can't say I've been completely perfect my entire life. I mean, I I try to be, and you know what, the way to pray every single day, the key is to not just do the fard, that means the obligatory. The key to maintaining your 5 daily prayers is to add the extra ones, the ones that are optional. So if you ever get tired, you stop at the optional, and then you do the fard prayers. So the optional ones are like the sunnah mu'akkada, and obviously those are like a really really high sunnah. So it's kind of like wrong to even let go of that. So add another layer of optional prayers. You have duha prayer, tahajjud prayers, and uh, any other prayer. Just try to do those ones, and inshallah, like the 5 daily prayers are easy for you. And the way that Allah Subhanahu wa Taala like describes 5 daily prayers is that it removes uh fahisha. It removes your um uh like uh I don't know what fahisha is in English. It's like not illiterate. Sorry, I don't know the word. Um, why is the word illiterate coming into my head? Um, Unlawful? No, man. It's like just Google it, man. It's like obscene, obscene way of acting. Like the I'm so passionate. I don't even know how to speak anymore. No, but like seriously, the 5 daily prayers is like it makes you right and wrong easy for you to decipher. It's kind of hard. Your uh your desires gets in the way sometimes. It blurs the lines, but prayer keeps that separate. It gives you that man. I don't know the words. Furqan. Like the Quran is a Furqan, obviously, the criterion, but prayer removes you from wrongdoing. Star want time out? God forgives errors. It's okay. What do you do that needs forgiving? I mean, obviously everyone is not perfect, but yeah, Eid Mubarak to you too, Lana. I don't know if I said that already. What's your favorite surah? Ali Imran. It has to be that one because I remember reading the translation of it in what's it called? The Quran translation, the clear one in earlier one of my previous streams, and every single line was so wholesome in Ali Imran. I was like, oh my god, Subhanallah! Like Allah is so sweet, like so reassuring to the one who loves Him. Like, how can you not look at the entire Quran like that and not read it every single day? Like, I wish I were a better Muslim. Anytime I learn more about Islam, I don't pray every day, only Sunday and Friday, that's all. But you said that you're Hindu, right? So you didn't even, or do you mean praying in Hinduism? So is that, or do you pray in like the Islamic way just to see how it's like because you're interested? Just curious. If it's the Hindu way, it's fine. Like I'm just curious. Nice. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. Like the way I can't even pinpoint a word. It's nice that you guys are still here. Scott, why you want to tie me up? What is Hinduism? Hinduism is a religion based in India. I mean, it is, I think, all around the world, right? But it came from India. And it's like, they have a lot of gods. It's like a polytheistic religion where they have up to like 30,000 gods. But there's like one main god. I don't know what that one is called. Like Krishna or something. And I think it's an elephant. Uh, I don't know what their main beliefs are. Like, that's a really good question. I don't know what Hinduism is myself. Brahma, name of God. Lord Vishnu is Archangel Uriel, who warned many Noah of flood. Amen. Wait, that sounds like a lot like different terms for the same concept in Islam. So Lord Vishnu is kind of like Gabriel. Yeah, Lord Krishna. Some Hindus doesn't pray every day. Yeah, I see. But I think if everybody were to try to be more religious in their own religion, I'm not saying everybody should be Muslim, because that's not possible, right? The Quran says that over and over again. Like, we could have guided all of humanity, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose a different plan. So if everybody were to stick to their own religion, like to pray every day, that would be better than people turning to atheism. You know what I mean? Because every religion has some things in common, like a baseline of just, you know how the golden rule is like treat others the way you want to be treated. That is something common in every single religion. So if like everybody would have practiced that, the world would be a much safer place, you know. So yeah, I would want point is, I would want Hindus to pray more in their religion. I'm Christian, but I want peace for all and a good, healthy life. That's beautiful, Joel Whiteside. And welcome to the stream. Yeah, I would want Christians to go more to church, Hindus to pray more to their gods, and Muslims to go to the mosque more, and everybody to just be more spiritual than atheistic. Shia Muslim follow Ali, Sunni follow Abu Bakr, but loyal to Shia 12th Imam. Islam follows Jesus. Yes. But don't let Shia cult fool you. I can understand why there's Shiaism and Sunnism. It's in so many scriptures. It came from this one hypocrite guy who wanted to divide the Muslims, and it worked. Muslim, not Islam. Yeah. Anyways, let's continue, inshallah. I've been yapping so much. Joel, did you come to the live to learn about Islam? That's a good question, Nana. Some people, they just come to preach. Yuki's like, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but we're gonna try. Okay. Abdul Muttalib stressed to his grandson the importance of appreciating the context in which particular words developed. Most farmers and city residents would not be aware, for example, that the root shmr used to convey safeguarding originally referred to a ring of acacia thorns that protected sleeping nomads from wild animals during the night. Wait, why is that so important? Like, if he's stressing the importance to his son, like, make it make sense to us too. Like, why is that so important? The root qra, qira'a maybe, developed among farmers to describe the blossoming of fruit trees. Oh, never mind. This was in contrast to the root zhr used for all forms of blossoming, including fruitless flowers. The root image of blossoming evolved to become associated with the opening of the mouth to utter a command. Again, nomads or urban dwellers used the word constantly while remaining oblivious to the underlying physical concept. Oh, Yuki is so sleepy. The root slm had developed to describe repairing cracks in city walls and urban buildings, distinct from the root slh used to describe repairing orchard walls. Oh, he put his head down. Okay. You could tell Yuki likes the other room better, but I can't stream there because my mom is sleeping there. With time, the concept salam came to mean the safety of being surrounded by solid walls, and then further evolved to mean peace, the absence of insecurity. That's so beautiful. Like, did anybody know about this? The root word developed to describe repairing cracks in the city walls. Urban dwellers understood that SLM required scaffolding, cooperation, and regulations, concepts largely lost on nomads and farmers. While many Hindus practice daily, particularly morning prayers or puja worship, there is no mandatory universal requirement to do so. Hinduism offers immense personal freedom, and prayer frequency varies greatly, ranging from multiple times a day to rarely. I would still prefer, even without any requirements, that they pray more often than not, because, everybody needs that kind of therapy. Religion is that kind of therapy for every religious person. Mashallah, her voice is beautiful. Thank you. I'm sick too right now. It's crazy that you find it beautiful. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Lana. Depending on personal devotion, lifestyle, and traditions. I see. I've had 12 cats, but we moved to the UAE, so we needed to let them go. Did you wait? Where were you before you moved to the UAE? I hope the cats are okay now. A lot of people, like in certain places, they can't take care of the cats, so the cats, they just have to fend for themselves, and they get like stuck in the middle of the street. I hope somebody good was left with your cats. Canada, I see. 12 cats though? That's crazy. I have 3 ginormous cats, and it's so hard to maintain them sometimes. Because you gotta clean up after them, and feed them, and clean their bowls. So we just got disposable bowls for them. Started getting like chin acne because they don't like plastic bowls. Even steel bowls are bad for them. Looks like I had a competition with Lana. For what though? Okay, let's continue, inshallah. The same word could have different meanings in different communities, even if they spoke the same language. The root DFA described helping someone become warm by building a fire for them or covering them in blankets. Aww. So cute. In Western Arabia, it became associated with making sure someone special was comfortable. In Eastern Arabia, it became associated with putting a suffering animal out of its misery. In one classical story, a leader from Western Arabia ordered that an elite prisoner be accorded every comfort, yet his soldier from Eastern Arabia understood it as a beheading order. The result was not pretty. Wait. That's crazy. Like, why would they want an elite prisoner to be given every comfort? Anyways, going back to the core physical roots of words could unlock special meaning. Taqwa and amal both could be used to convey the concept of hope. While amal was built on underlying concept of reveries, taqwa referred to a rope used to draw water up from a well. No way! That's so... Wait, I never knew that. Taqwa came from drawing a bowl, like a well, drawing water up from a well. But taqwa to us means God consciousness. But like, you'll never let go of that rope if you're trying to get water from that. That rope is that important, Like that rope, taqwa ties you to God. Doggy is Hindu or Muslim? I think he's Hindu. I'm not sure though, but he's not Muslim. But I got a cat again. He's white and so cute. Aww. Show us your cat, Lana, in like a short maybe. Where's Doggy Aris? Right now in India, I think it's like pretty late. Probably like 11 p.m. So he's probably asleep. Normally he would join if I started the stream earlier, but yeah. I got hamster. Eats less, sleeps less, and moves fast. No way. I didn't know hamsters eat less. Because the videos I see on Instagram, they eat so much. They put like a hamster right next to a little kitten, and the hamster eats more than the kitten. It's insane. Yeah, it's 10:45 p.m. here. Oh wow. So you guys are 12 hours and 30 minutes ahead of California time. That's crazy. One connotated passive daydreaming and wishing, the other taking action. Rather than simply hoping water would arrive at one's mouth, one could weave a rope to pull water up from a well. Wow, that's so beautiful. Hoping is not, simply hoping is not ideal. You have to, take action. Thanks to his grandfather, Muhammad came to possess the most powerful, persuasive toolset of anyone in Arabia. Indeed, the basis for Muhammad's prophethood in Muslim tradition is the Quran, divine insights revealed via Muhammad. In traditional understanding, the miracle of the Quran is its language as much as its content. In a way, the Quran offered a window into the lost world of the elders' creative eloquence. It employs the artisanal approach to language, fashioning words into images, smells, tastes, and emotions, only to forge a striking new message. It shifts among nomadic, agricultural, and urban modes strategically. Strategically referencing concepts and situations familiar to diverse audiences. In the short term, the language talents bequeathed by his grandfather gave Muhammad the ability to connect with much older people. In just a few years, he would be able to hold his own when speaking with elders and quickly earn their respect. So, you know how the Prophet Muhammad SAW was very special because he was chosen as the prophet, right? But he was special before prophethood. All those 40 years before prophethood, he was like a model citizen. Like, he would never drink. He would and obviously it has to do with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's like guidance that he wouldn't commit sins like that. But also, all this eloquence, it was Allah's structure. He made him Abdul Muttalib, his grandfather, chose that for him. It was all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's plan, right? But you can't say that all this was because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala granted him prophethood. Like, the Prophet Muhammad as a person, he had that credit as well. He was, even without revelation, he was such an amazing person that the people would call him Al-Amin. Canada and Egypt, awesome. It's 11:15 here, pretty late. Oh wow, so it's even later in Bangladesh than India. That's crazy. Is he finally gonna go in the bed? No, he's not. No, Yuki, no. Please, don't do it. Don't go. Don't go. Look at Yuki's head, guys. I'm scratching his chin from under the table, making sure he doesn't leave. If I stop, he's gonna leave. Yuki. Like, Luca, oh my gosh, he spends all day on that pillow behind, right there. But as soon as he hears my voice, he's like, I'm out of here. That's insane. Nice country. Oh my gosh, yay, Yuki's laying down. Look at his leg mark. It looks like a heart. Oh my god. Finally, we have the whole table. Anyways, let's continue. I'm gonna read a few more pages. Oh, right. We're gonna finish chapter 2 and then move on to the mountain and zoo, inshallah. As sunset gradually draped Mecca in darkness, trumpets resounded from the city's hills, proclaiming Abdul Muttalib's imminent death. 2 weeks earlier, the 83-year-old chief elder had unexpectedly taken ill. All Mecca entered into a formal state of civic mourning as the city's women began to wail. Meccans believed a dying elder deserved to hear the lamentation of his people before he succumbed. The old man lay prostrate in a white Egyptian tunic. He was in his bedroom, which was illuminated only by small lanterns. His daughters had gathered around him, cooling his feverish forehead with damp cloths and reciting flowery poetry about his life. In pagan Arabia, which lacked the concept of an afterlife, friends and relatives delivered eulogies before someone died so that the dying person might pass away in a happy state. Because society expected men to remain stoic, Abdul Muttalib's sons watched their dying father silently. Muhammad, however, could not hold back his tears. He lay at his grandfather's side, hugging the old man. For 2 years they had slept beside each other on the same mattress. By day, they had also been inseparable. Yet now, final separation loomed. Abdul Muttalib motioned to his son Abu Talib to draw near. "Take care of this son of mine," he said in a weak voice while caressing Muhammad's head. "Be a father to him, as though he is yours or even greater." Abu Talib bowed in acceptance, declaring, "I shall fulfill your bequest to the best of my abilities. I will keep him safe, as though he is my own body, flesh and of my flesh, blood of my blood." The dying grandfather then tucked his hand under Muhammad's chin, raising the crying boy's face so he could see him, so he could look him in the eyes. With this last breath, Abdul Muttalib declared, "O Muhammad, let your name be eternal. Become an exemplary role model." Then his eyes closed. The women in the room wailed, striking their faces in despair. The men watched silently, tears rolling down their cheeks. Muhammad clung to his grandfather for the next hour. No one dared to pry him loose, until at last Barakah intervened and led him away. Wow, subhanAllah, man. I mean, I'm not sure if Abdul Muttalib had the same